Hello everyone and welcome back to Bring Your Own Popcorn and a very Merry Christmas to you all. So, today we're going to do a little Christmas special on the Bring Your Own Popcorn channel, and I thought it would be a good idea to do my top 10 favourite Christmas films. Now, there are a lot of Christmas films I love, and I managed to whittle it down to just 10. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. So I'm going to be going from number 10 to number 1, talking briefly about them, telling you why I think they're a Christmas classic. And yeah, hopefully you guys get some recommendations on what to watch over the festive period. So let's kick this off with number 10. My number 10 is a bit of a silly one to kick things off. It is actually Nativity 2, Danger in the Manger. I'm not kidding. I love this film. It's the best nativity film for me. It's the one that actually works the best. I enjoy the first one a good deal, and the third one isn't that great. I've got a lot of problems with the third one. It is very dumb. Well, they're all dumb. They're all dumb films, but this one is the best dumb for me. First of all, I think David Tennant is the best lead we've got in a nativity film. He's very, very charming in this movie. You've got a great other cast with Jason Watkins, Joanna Page, Ian McNeice, Jessica Hines, Pam Ferris. You have a great cast in this film. And I just think this is the most fun out of all the nativity films. It's probably the one I laugh at the most. Yeah, it's a dumb movie, what can I say? But I watch it every year. I don't watch the first Nativity movie every year, but I definitely watch this one every year. I've watched it this year already, and yeah, I just get laughs out it all the time. It's not a greatly made movie. It's not a great script. It's not great acting, but it's just so fun. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out at least the first two Nativity movies, but especially Nativity 2. Coming in next, at number 9, is more your traditional Christmas film. It is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I've never seen any of the other National Lampoon movies. I've only seen Christmas Vacation. It's got a great script by Mr. John Hughes. I'll just quickly show you this one. Pop it open, why not? It's got a nice little disc, there we go. It's got a great script by Mr. John Hughes. Chevy Chase is great. I love Christmas films that have something for kids and also something for the adults as well. And this film kind of does that the best for me out of all of these movies. There are a lot of things for adults and jokes only adults will get in this film, and kids can watch this too. And they will laugh at all the slapstick and stuff. It's just your classic Christmas story where everything seems to be going wrong, and it all comes together nicely at the end. Yeah, the slapstick's great, the acting's great, as I said, the story's great. Just an all-round really charming movie. I would really recommend checking this out. Coming in next at number 8 is a controversial one actually. I didn't realise a lot of people don't like this film until I started reading reviews, and that is The Polar Express. I love The Polar Express. First of all, I'll say I think the film looks amazing. A lot of people moan about the effects. I think the animation in this is phenomenal. It looks gorgeous. I'll quickly take this one out as well just to show you, because the slipcover's different. It's just got the same disc. Tom Hanks plays 5 different people in this film, and I think he gives a great performance in every single one. I really like his performance in this movie. It's another one of those films that it's a Christmas must every year for me. I love how symbolic it is about a lot of things. I kind of love that, and kids can get a kick out of this film as well. It's made for kids, but adults will kind of understand the more symbolic meaning to it all, especially with the bell and things. Yeah, I think this film is absolutely great, and I would really recommend checking it out. I wouldn't listen to some of the reviews of this film because it doesn't do justice. I really like it. Coming in next at number 7, I think we're on. Yeah, number 7. We have Gremlins. I think this is a Christmas film. Does this count? It's another one of those die-hard kind of, is it a Christmas film, is it not? By Mr. Steven Spielberg. I don't think he directed it, but he definitely, Joe Dante. And written by Chris Columbus, who did another film coming up. Gremlins. It is such a fun horror comedy Christmas film. I absolutely love it. It's so over the top, it's unreal, but it's like so good. It's so iconic. The acting's great. The practical effects with the puppetry and stuff is absolutely amazing for the time. It's just such a good film. Joe Dante does a great job at directing this film. I'd really recommend checking Gremlins out if you haven't seen it. And it's got a decent sequel. Gremlins 2 is alright as well. I don't think that's set at Christmas, so it couldn't come in this list. But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out Gremlins. Coming in next, we have a little pack here. But it's only one film out of this pack I'm talking about. And that is The Muppet Christmas Carol. I have the Muppet 6-movie collection, which has the Muppet movie, the Great Muppet Caper, Muppet Treasure Island. There's the one we were talking about right there, The Muppet Christmas Carol, and then it has the 2 newer Muppet movies at the end there. But we're talking about The Muppet Christmas Carol. What can I say? It is my favourite version of the Christmas Carol story ever put to screen. I think Michael Caine actually probably is too good for this film, because at the end of the day it is a kids film. But he gives a sublime performance as Ebenezer Scrooge. I think one of the best performances of Ebenezer Scrooge we've ever gotten is Michael Caine in this film. The music is so catchy, you will find yourself singing it wherever you go after you've seen this film. And the writing's just great. All the jokes land. It's just your kind of average Muppet humour, but I love that. I absolutely love the Muppets. The Muppet Christmas Carol is so good. I would really recommend checking this out if you haven't seen it. It's another must watch every year for me, and I've watched it. We always watch it when it's a very good, after you've seen it a few times, a very good background kind of movie. You can put it on the background. So we put it up every year. We put it on when we're putting the tree up every year. So yeah, if you haven't seen The Muppet Christmas Carol, I would really recommend it. It is so good, so heartwarming, so funny. Definitely check it out. Coming in next, of course, we've got a classic. Elf. You couldn't have a Christmas movie list without Elf, directed by the genius that is Jon Favreau. Oh, it's such a good film. I actually think the set design is absolutely amazing in this film, especially when we're in the North Pole. I think this film actually captures the magic and wonder of the North Pole the best in any Christmas movie ever. And Will Ferrell gives his best performance, I think, he's ever given in this movie. He's so charming. As I said, the writing's great, the direction's great. James Caan's great in the movie as his dad. Zooey Deschanel is great. Ed Asner as Santa is something that I've always wanted, is Ed Asner as Santa. That's something that should grace your eyes at some point in your life. Elf is just such a charming film. I actually didn't watch this film because I thought it would be stupid and dumb and bad, but it's actually got a lot of heart behind it. I would really, really recommend checking out Elf. I'm assuming you've all seen Elf, because I think when I hadn't seen Elf, I was like the only person to have not seen Elf. But yeah, I checked it out and I was really, really surprised with it. I would really recommend watching this. Coming in next is actually a film I'm going to watch after this video is done, because I haven't watched it this year yet. And I need to before it's Christmas. Bad Santa. This is so funny. Probably the funniest one, bar my top pick for me. I absolutely love this film. It's definitely a twist on Christmas films. It's not kid friendly. Billy Bob Thornton gives a fantastic performance, absolutely hilarious. I can't remember the guy, Tony Cox, that's him, great performance. Lauren Graham, great performance. And even the kid, I can't remember who the kid's name off the top of my head, but he gives a decent performance as well. It's definitely a different take on Christmas films for sure. It's very raunchy, got a lot of dirty jokes and a lot of swearing and stuff like that. But it's so funny. I can't wait to watch this after this video is done. I love this so much. It's another one that I watch every year. I don't really have much else to say. I just if you're into that kind of raunchy comedy humour, which I definitely am, definitely check out Bad Santa. It is so funny. Okay, so coming in at third place, I have a pack for this, a 4-movie collection. I'm only focusing on the first one, maybe the second one at a push, but I'll quickly talk about all 4 in this pack. I'll talk about all 6. That is Home Alone. The first one is the one I'm focusing on. I'll just show you in this pack. It's a decent wee pack. There you go. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is the best, obviously. It is such a good film. The ending, it's got one of the best climaxes, I think, in film history, I have to admit. One of the funniest, especially, climaxes in film history. The second one is good. I really enjoy it. It retreads a lot of the first one's steps. But other than that, it's very good. Tim Curry's great in the second one. Home Alone 3, I'm on record as saying it's quite underrated. I actually don't mind Home Alone 3. I get a lot of laughs out of it. I really like the kid in that one, played by Alex D. Linz. It's got Scarlett Johansson in it, a very young Scarlett Johansson. Home Alone 4 is crap. Genuinely awful, but one of the funniest awful films I've seen. It's so crap you can laugh at it. Home Alone 5 is the worst one for me, I think. That one is really bad, and it's not even funny bad, it's just bad. It's got Malcolm McDowell in it, and he gives a crap performance. And then Home Sweet Home Alone, which came out this year, I didn't mind. I gave it a positive review. You can read my full review on Letterboxd if you want. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. So yeah, you can check that down in the description on my Letterboxd. But we're focusing on the first one. It is such a charming movie. It's a classic. If you haven't seen Home Alone, watch it. It is so good. Macaulay Culkin's charming. Yeah, it's just an all-round fun family film. That's what you need at Christmas time. An all-round fun family film. Yeah, if you haven't seen Home Alone, watch it. Okay, coming in at runner-up. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas movie? And that is Die Hard. I think it is a Christmas movie. I count this as a Christmas film. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do. But it's no argument whatsoever that this is a good film. It is so good. It's probably, out of all these films, the best. I have a favourite, a preferred favourite, which comes out at number 1. But like, best made film, it has to be Die Hard out of these. It's such a good movie. It's just great action. Bruce Willis is great in this film. Obviously Alan Rickman, a phenomenal performance. This is from a little set that I have down the stairs, which is the Die Hard 5 film collection. I think 2 is actually set at Christmas as well. So that could be a Christmas film too. But yeah, if you haven't seen Die Hard, please just watch it. A lot of people actually who haven't seen it are like, oh, I don't want to watch Die Hard, it's just going to be crappy action, rubbish, explosions, which it is, but it's not crappy, it's so damn cool. And I was surprised to realise this was based on a book, by Roderick Thorpe. I didn't know that. But yeah, Die Hard, fantastic film. But coming in at number 1, my favourite Christmas film of all time, and I've watched it already this year, Love Actually. This is such a great Christmas film. It is the ultimate Christmas film for me. All the performances are fantastic. Liam Neeson, Hugh Grant, Martina McCutcheon, Bill Nighy, Keira Knightley. I'm trying to think of other people in it. Colin Farrell, I'm pretty sure that's his name. Laura Linney. Rowan Atkinson. It's just got such a big cast. It says them all on the front. I should have just looked. Hugh Grant, Liam Neeson, Colin Firth, Laura Linney, Emma Thompson, Alan Rickman, Keira Knightley, Martina McCutcheon, Bill Nighy, and Rowan Atkinson. What a cast! I said Colin Farrell, didn't I? Colin Firth is who I meant to say. The comedy, it's just laugh out loud funny every time, and it's the film that gets Christmas the most for me. It just gets it. It's so good. I don't really have much else to say except I absolutely adore this movie. The writing by Richard Curtis, one of the best romantic comedy writers ever. The direction by... Did he direct this? I don't know who directed this. Hold on. Directed by Richard Curtis. He directed it as well. Phenomenal stuff. Yeah, it's so good. I would really, really recommend checking out Love Actually. So, thank you for watching my top 10 favourite Christmas films of all time. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you all in the new year. Goodbye.